Good day to everyone that is present here today. My name is Chinasa P, and I'll be presenting the topic morphology and syntax of Ibongo. However, language is a method of communication, and as we try to share data information, there are some others who also want to conceal their information, and they do this by adopting what is called secret language or secret variety, and Ibongo is not exceptional. This Ibongo means Igbo Gbagoro Abago, which according to Okpala 2019 is defined as a secret variety of Igbo language created by adulterating the existing structure of the Igbo ways. Consequently, this particular variety of the Igbo language is endangered because people no longer use it, including those who are proficient in the language. Therefore, the study will now enlighten us on how this unique variety of the Igbo language is structured. It will also provide adequate documentation of the language. This work is limited to only the morphological and syntactic structure of Ibongo. It will also provide a descriptive analysis of its position in words that begin with vowels, consonants, severe vowels, as well as in vowel lengthening and isolated vowels and pronouns. However, in collecting data, we used a snowball sampling where a speaker of the language referred us to another speaker. Okpala 2019 also identified 5 varieties of this language, which includes Tu Otu Ibongo, Ru Oru Ibongo, Mu Omu Ibongo, Zu Ozu Ibongo, and also Ti or Ti Ibongo. Take for instance, in a statement like, in an interrogative like, Ebeka Enaga, if you are to say this using Tu Otu Ibongo, it will be Etubet na Tga, using Ru Oru Ibongo, it will be Ruber na Rga, Mu Omu Ibongo will give us Emube Mukem Namuga, then Zu or Zo Ibongo will give us Ezubeskis Nazga, and finally T or T Ibongo would give us a Tibet Natga. In the above information, the only noticeable difference is the form of affix. Their names are derived from the sound that is contained in the derivation. However, as people use this language, there are certain rules they follow in constructing their utterances, and we shall be looking at these rules under the 5 principles that we have for this analysis. We have principle A. This principle A states that in the environment of plus consonant plus vowel, the ing marker, which of course is Ibongo marker, henceforth ing marker, must be preceded by the vowel. For instance, in the word like Chinasa, if you are to say Chinasa in Ibongo, what it will give us is Tuchi Tunatasa. That's Tuchi Tunatasa. Then we also have principle B, which says that the marker must be preceded by vowel in the environment of plus vowel plus consonant. This can be captured in the following example, where we have Ulo Akwụkwọ, which will now give us Otulo Atukwotukwo, Otulo Atukwotukwo, Otulo Atukwotukwo. Then principle C states that in the environment of plus syllabic nasal plus consonants, the ing marker must be preceded by the semivowel n or which are the semivowels we have in Igbo. And of course, these semivowels are tone-bearing units. And just like the vowels, they also obey the rule of vowel harmony. For instance, in the word like Madu, Madu will now be Ntumatudu, Ntumatudu in Ibongo. That's Madu. If we are to say Nne, Nne would give us Ntune, Ntune, Ntune. Then we have also principle E. Principle D, which says that the insertion does not apply to vowel lengthening. That is, for instance, where we have Rie, Rie, this insertion does not break the vowel lengthening. Rather, it can only be inserted in front of the consonants, which is Turie, turie. If you are to say bia, bia will now be tobia, tobia. Then we also have principles E. This principle, just like every other one, states that the insertion does not apply to isolated vowels, but it is applied to isolated consonants. That is first singular pronoun. And in Igbo, is written in two different forms, either or mo. So for the insertion will take place at the initial, which is tumo, tumo, tumo. For mo, in mo, we have semi-vowel, which is the first semi-vowel there takes the features of vowel, and therefore the insertion won't take place at the initial, but rather after the semi-vowel, it will come before the second which is consonant. Now it will become ntomo, ntomo, ntomo. Then let's go to the syntactic structure of Ibongo, and we will be looking at the syntactic structure based on sentence structure functions. The first one is declarative sentence. Declarative sentence in Ibongo, for instance, where we have nri ji n'ime ite. If you are to say this in Ibongo, what it will give us is nturi to the tunitume itute, nturi to the tunitume itude. In the above declarative sentence, all the principles of Ibongo were observed while deriving the sentence, and the IGN marker were applied in the environments, appropriate environments, without violation or new derivation of declarative sentence. Then we have interrogative sentence. Interrogative sentence, for instance, enabia, enabia. In Ibongo, it will give us etonatubia, etonatubia, etonatubia. Also, we have in the above information too, just like declarative, there is no new derivation or any specific way of deriving interrogative in Ibongo. Then we have imperative sentence. The imperative sentence in Ibongo, for instance, Emeka za ulo, Emeka za ulo. In this imperative sentence, if you are to say it in Ibongo, it will be etmetkatza utulo, etmetkatza utulo, etmetkatza utulo. So what we have here is just insertion in the word level and does not affect how we derive the imperative sentence in Ibongo. Then we also have exclamatory sentence. For instance, where we have cha 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 Igbo kwenu, cha 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 Igbo kwenu. If you have to say this in Ibongo, what it will be is cha 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 Igbo kwetunu, cha 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 Igbo kwetunu. Conclusion. From the analysis, we observe that Ibongo has a specific structure different from the standard Igbo, but similar to other secret languages of the world. And irrespective of morphological differences, it is dependent on the standard Igbo for its semantic interpretation. And then in discussing the morphological and syntactic structure of Ibongo, we identified 5 principles which the speakers of the language observe in using this particular language. Also, in the aspect of the syntactic structure of Ibongo, we observe that all the transformations take place at the word level, and there is no unique way of deriving different sentences in Ibongo. And once the transformation takes place at the word level, it does not change at the sentence level. Finally, it is worthy of note that the application of Ibongo marker does not alter the semantic aspects of the words in which they occur. And people, while using this language, talk fast in order to achieve their aim of concealing their information. Thank you.